So last pick was Zeus, by the way.
Of course, it is really good against Tinker.
Compensating for Weeha's arguably biggest weakness, which is his laning stage. I don't know if I would fully agree with that, but it definitely seems like he's probably not as good a laner as Miracle is. I think that's probably fair to say. He has other things going for him.
KuroKy actually gets first blood in first before the Ursa goes down. And Hesta Joe's actually going to be chasing KuroKy here. Only 60 HP. Can KuroKy juke? It's going to be a couple right clicks, and Hesta Joe will finally get that last hit. Weeha, in the meantime, jumping up ahead a little bit. Just a couple more right clicks to go. The kinetic field will be enough to save good old Hesta Joe. Everybody's gotten better over time. But you're right, Miracle has got to be one of the best laners in the entire world. As Weeha's going to get initiated on inside the kinetic field. Hesta Joe looks like he'll get that kill, and
they are totally underestimating the enemy team in this lane. They're just diving into the tower against Disruptor Legion Commander.
KuroKy!
Fortunately for Kuro.
Weeha and KuroKy looking to get aggressive on Hesta Joe, but mid lane looks to be the real action-packed area right now. As Miracle, with help from GH, looks like they're going to be able to get Excalibur. No, it's going to be really close. But Miracle goes down first. Zeus actually lives. And the glimpse back, GH will fall as well. This required Zitrax on the Terrorblade and pretty much the entirety of the team. Might even chase Weeha. So at half HP at the moment. There's going to be TP support in the form of GH. Weeha's going to turn the aggression now. Stampede is popped, and the kinetic field is beautifully placed. Weeha taking additional damage from the Thunderstrike, attempting to get out with that Earth Shock. Smoke was popped for whatever reason, but they're going to find the Weeha kill first. KuroKy gets dueled. Do they have enough to actually kill him for the damage? Doesn't look to be the case, but I do believe that he will fall one way or the other, although there is some TP coming in from our Centaur HP. Boy.
Just nuke
KuroKy.
him, just nuke him.
Yeah, overwhelming odds is available. Saving that for the creeps here. Mind Control gets a double hoof stomp, but the Inkswell does delay the damage coming out.
In multiple ways.
Yeah, they have a lot of ways
they're
to
doing a smoke here. Zitrax.
Yeah. Triple smoke. Zitrax doesn't have meta. Does have Sunder, though. You're going to see the ult come out from the Grimstroke, and they're just going to turn this around completely as Weeha, I believe. I want to say that's his 5th death. We'll check here in a second. As KuroKy's going to get glimpsed back into Death's arms.
Try to ramp himself back up, and he will buy Clarities to have a non-stop mana flow and just farm with Earthshock. Maybe that's what he's going for.
Oh, boy.
But again, the hero is snowbally, and if you lose your lane, you're not happy.
Oh, he's running away this time. The glimpse brings him back into the kinetic field and static storm. Nice swap, though, from KuroKy. He's going to be the first to fall. Nice sacrifice for him. Excalibur might be next on the list, though. It's a 1-for-1.
Oh, he lost the duel to Ursa.
Duel, and the damage goes to Ursa. Much needed for Weeha as the chase is now on. Stampede has already been expended. Weeha able to get through the kinetic field. Earthshock into that Grimstroke, and just like that, Weeha gets a triple kill.
Build up for the single target burst. Flat out, who I favor later? I think it's honestly kind of hard to say. Terrorblade's always that kind of late game wild card who can just win seemingly every game under the right conditions. Oh, they found it. GH, he's very dead.
So it'll be a trade of sorts. 5v4 if they actually want to fight here. Zitrax still has his metamorphosis. Hoof Stomp's going to start off into a double edge, into a magic missile. He's going to get close. Sunder keeps him healthy for a little bit longer, but he dies shortly after. Soulbind has been commenced, or has been used onto Weeha and company. Oh, looks like we're going to have a Stampede initiation. Kuro in a little bit of trouble. Swaps out. Zitrax pops the BKB. Soulbind onto 2 into the double silence, actually. And it looks like this Disruptor ult was also used, but only on the Rubik as Weeha attempting to get out of dodge. It's a 1-for-0 right now. Make that 2. Weeha pops his BKB. I believe it's the 10-second one. Legion Commander gets a duel off. Will they be able to get the actual kill? It doesn't look like it's going to be the case, but it's a double kill regardless for Zitrax. A little bit delayed. Weeha on the run. Pops his Essence Ring. I was completely wrong about this item. Mind control now.
Weird spot.
Sees the Disruptor. See if they can actually find this kill or not. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. But Mind control might be in some trouble, though. Excalibur's here. And yeah, this will be an easy cleanup for Singularity.
I don't know.
Oh, he picks up a
I don't know what the right word is for that.
Oh, Stampede initiation. Disruptor gets Yules. Mind control. Has the hoof stomp.
Glimmer. Immediate purge on the dust as well.
Taking basically no damage. KuroKy is getting melted from Zitrax, but Zitrax is going to change his targets completely. As the Zeus is the first to fall in this engagement, Weeha pops that ult again with the BKB. They're able to find the Disruptor finally. So it's a 2-for-0 to start this fight. Zitrax still has a meta, pops the BKB, needs to get this Sunder off pretty soon here. Will get it off onto Weehaw, who's now on the retreat. They're going to find Mind Control, and that is a dual damage for Hesta Joe. 1100 away from finishing that Nimbus. Looks like Scotty has now been picked up from Zitrax. Weehaw's going to jump on top of Hesta Joe.
What a redemption story for Weehaw. He was 0-6-1, now he's 6-6-4, and same net worth as Terrorblade all of a sudden. Yep, he's just totally swung the game around.
His brother was playing the first 10 minutes of the game for him.
I think his dog.
I didn't want to go that far. Jesus Christ. Oh, Centaur initiated on. Swap is here. Hesta Joe has the duel available. Stampede is available as well. That's a double duel.
Really
is he going to get both? He will. And he will get shredded shortly after. Actually, is living for now. Gets force-staffed out. Weehaw getting slowed thanks to the Scotty on Zitrax. It's a 2 for 1, but the buyback on Grimstroke. And now Rubik as Hesta Joe and company completely decimating. Nicely done. Miracle being the nuisance that he is. Oh, the silence not quite there in time. All right, smoke by Singularity.
Trusting you immediately right now.
108 damage on this Legion commander.
Zeus has BKB.
Weehaw, his Aegis just... What's that?
BKB on Zeus, Shannon.
BKB, okay.
Zeus has BKB, Shannon.
Sounds good. Zeus is going to pop the ult, and Tinker dies immediately. Holy
the storm!
Crap, that was fast.
Oh, that's
Double
a good
BKB
storm.
popped by Team NIGMA. Nice hoof stomp onto one. Tinker's going to buy back in the game now. This could be a pretty big turnaround.
Yo,
as Zitrax pops the BKB, Mind Control getting kited up. Already used Stampede. Kuroki coming in, gets the swap. Mind Control looks to be dead to that last right click, but Weehaw jumps in, trying to take out Zitrax, and they will do so with the Dagon from Miracle. And now the duel coming in, and that is a Hesta Joe death. So Miracle, extra damage for you. Very useful on a Tinker, of course. GH is very deep in the base right now. My goodness. Miracle creating as much space as possible. Weehaw does not have Aegis. But is still taking the tower pretty much uncontested.
There's no way they stick around.
So now they can technically kill the shrines if they so choose so. Oh, looks like they're going to get a glimpse on Kuroki, their usual target. He's pretty tanky, though. They're a little bit hesitant here. Hesta Joe wants to jump in. Inkswell, nice double ult here from Grimstroke. BKB's pop galore. That's going to be a buyback onto the Grimstroke, in fact. Vengeful Spirit dies as well, so technically a 1-for-1 buyback onto the Legion Commander who died. Mind Control BKB is now over. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Weehaw hovering over this double damage room. Spell Prism is now on Zeus. That could be a big one.
Oh, Mind Control forcing in.
Control. Oh, there's the Abyssal Blade and a Stolen Soulbind used again, and 2 easy kills as Team NIGMA crushing this fight. A buyback onto the Disruptor, but not even a remotely close fight here.
Singularity were not together. This is 44 minutes into the game, and they had, I think, Legion and Terrorblade were in the top lane, and the other 3 were together in the jungle, and that gets punished. If you get caught out like that, you can't win this fight. It's a 5-on-3. This late in the game, no way. So, just a positioning error that is extremely costly here. Zeus will have to buy back as well. Starting to do some damage here.
Disruptor ult on the backside on the Tinker, but there comes Ursa crushing through
Tinker
Singularity.
1 HP. Oh my god, he's not dying.
2 for nothing, make it 3 for nothing, as Zitrax finally does get a kill, but at what cost? I know that's the better pick this game specifically, but I would be way too tempted to get the old Ags, essentially. GH, ooh, he's... Hesta Joe had forced out his blade mail. Mind Control. Oh boy. Oh! Grimstroke completely decimated.
Really out of position.
And with that, the Roshan is now going to go to Team NIGMA in all likelihood. Ursa can just clean this bad boy up.
I don't think they're going to let them have it. They have to fight here. Nimbus.
And Nimbus
killed off.
Swiftly taken care of. Stampede is available in 5 seconds as well. Weehaw.
That's an Ag Storm. It's an Ag Storm.
That is pretty good. And Zitrax able to pocket BKB along with his Metamorphosis. And the Aegis will go to Mind Control along with the Roshan kill themselves, as Zitrax now on the run. So a disaster of sorts as GH duels Hesta Joe and wins. Oh man, that feels bad.
Classic. Yep. Sell something. No, Terrorblade. He has to get it.
Oh, it's terrible, yeah.
But he needs the courier. You can't buy refresher in base anymore. You need to buy the...
Oh, that's rough. Yeah. Well, this looks to be the end of game 1, most likely. Zitrax going to be dying right at the steps of this fountain. And the throne shall get destroyed. So Team NIGMA able to take game 1. I would not say this was convincing. A lot of this game, they had a lot of trouble. Game 2 of this best of 3 between Team NIGMA versus Team Singularity. Am I crazy? Oh, there's still one at top. Interesting. Oh, that's because Kuroki is getting chased. Hesta Joe and company. Goodness me, oh my.
I'm pretty sure it's not a drone.
Oh, Miracle getting initiated on. Glimpses there. Sunstrike will take out the Disruptor first, though. Oh, man. But Excalibur still... Psychopath, that's who. Top or bottom lane, I should say. Telekinesis onto the Razor, into the Burrow Strike, and the Sunstrike. Nope, wasn't enough to finish him off, but Mind Control still ends up getting the kill nonetheless. Hesta Joe, in the meantime, the dual target, first of the game. It's going to be close, but they will get the duel.
And the enemy team has like 4 on one shrine. Whichever of your 2 or 3 man squads goes there dies and loses the fight. So.
Oh dear, the duel comes out. It's not going to be a successful one, but Weehaw is surrounded by enemies, and Disruptor was the target of choice, but he's not going to be able to find it, so it will cause his death. A little bit weird to see him on that side of the map, but I'm sure he had
instant smoke. And Mind Control also died before this to, I believe, the Razor.
Ooh, another glimpse into the kinetic field. Such a strong combination. And GH did steal Refraction, but will only delay the inevitable, as the tier 1 tower looks to be taken out as well. As Razor actually gets killed at the top lane. They're going to run into...
He already dug up 1 bounty.
The Grimstroke.
Oh, that's a good ward. That's a good ward. Sorry, we got a dog recently.
I hear the Sand King ult procking into the Legion Commander, and Weehaw with the Sunstrike as well. Able to take him out with those Fury swipes. We're going to have the Grimstroke ult come into play now as TP comes in from Zitrax. So they're going to be able to clean up the Rubik and the Chen.
They can both kill Roche. One team has TA and the other one has Ursa. So you need to deal with this area very well. Nice glimpse, sends GH all the way packing, and that should be Roche. Unless...
Legion is pretty low. Mind Control comes in with the Burrow Strike, but Zitrax here to help his teammate out. Hesta Joe did fall. Roshan is very low. It's a 2-for-1 exchange. Excalibur does get the Aegis as well as the Roshan kill. Weehaw going to apply all his pressure to Excalibur now, so this looks to be a consumed Aegis here very shortly, but Zitrax has something to say about that. Plasma field goes up, and he dies shortly after. Aegis does get consumed. Double buyback from Singularity.
Notice, by the way, that... Did you mention that Miracle rushed Ags?
Sure didn't, but Mind Control gets off the epicenter into the Sunstrike. Excalibur at half HP, getting very low. Pops the BKB finally. Will apply all his pressure to Mind Control, who gets healed up by Kuroki. Looks like they'll finally pick up that kill. GH looks to be dead as well. So 2-for-0 to start this fight. Weehaw getting dueled, and he might get the damage out of this. It's going to be close. Nope.
Nice
able to kite him as usual. 3-for-0 now, as Singularity win that fight pretty damn big. Okay. Well, greed will be your downfall.
Yes, it will.
Miracle gets the tornado, at least. EMP. And there's the double Burrow Strike, and that is a very dead Grimstroke. The fight commences, though. Weehaw getting pounded upon by Zitrax. Pops that ult, is very fast. A lot of damage was stolen. They're going to be able to clean up Mind Control, so it's a 1-for-1 to start this fight. As the glimpse finally again, GH able to blink. Goodness. Just getting these off so quickly. Miracle still has the Sunstrike. Gets off the Cold Snap as well. Oh my god. That was hilarious. And now they're going to get the Tornado on top of Hesta Joe. The buyback onto Disruptor. Not going to get here in time, though.
Bit of a panic buyback. It didn't even have a tower support on. That
very interesting.
Is not happening. Yeah, so since Miracle has bought his Ags, he has not used Cataclysm yet. I'll pay attention to it. But it's been 4 or 5 minutes. I think he's used 5 Sunstrikes and no Cataclysms. So I don't know.
We'll notice when Cataclysm is cast. It's all over the map, you know.
Does he know?
It could, maybe it's the old one. All right, Hesta Joe buys back in the game. I mean, it is technically possible. Weehaw glimpse back into the pit, but we'll just hop on out like the little bunny rabbit he is. That means we need a bunny rabbit cosmetic for Ursa. Somebody get on that immediately. Excalibur gets Burrow Struck. Weehaw pops that ult. There comes the tomato, or the meatball, I should say, even better. Grimstroke able to get the ult off. Weehaw very hard to kill right now. Finally drops. And the double duel comes in tow. as Hesta Joe and company able to clean up.
He's getting so much info right now. Oh boy. Zitrax. He should get Cataclysmed right now on that stun. Well, they were expecting the Force Staff, I guess.
The attack keeps him alive. A nice ult from Grimstroke again. I think he'll be able to capitalize on this, though, as Weehaw applies all his pressure to Zitrax. Pop that BKB, but it's not doing it too much good here against the right clicks of that fat, juicy bear with the cowboy hat. And now Grimstroke looks to be dead as well. So a 2-for-0 to start this fight, as GH looking for more. Disruptor ends up getting the glimpse out, but Weehaw's here along with Mind Control. And that is going to be a double kill for Weehaw.
Actually, that Ursa can do that now.
I mean, what other reason would you get Aghanims?
He might not have felt like there's a situation where he could use Cataclysm well because of the Force Staff, right, on the enemy team.
We'll see if he uses it once by the end of this game. Sunstrike, so no.
Cataclysm also has a longer cooldown. There is a trade-off, right?
Cinderin, you don't buy Ags then. I'm sorry, there's no way you buy Ags.
Is he winning or are you winning?
Use Cataclysm once.
Shannon, who's winning here?
I'm winning. I'm pretty sure I'm winning right now.
Yeah. It's like, you know, what's that thing called where you go at the beach and then you have a metal detector? Is that just what you call it? The one where you're like, yeah. That's kind of what the shovel feels like to me. It's just Grandpa's out with his shovel and he just keeps finding fucking TP scrolls. He's like, I wish I found a gem, but you always just find TP scroll.
Not a literal gem, like but bounty run is what you really need. Oh, Kuroki getting initiated on. He's going to pop his ult, staying alive for now. Weehaw getting drained. Mask of Madness popped as well. Zitrax doing a lot of damage, but that is just the Aegis. Chen buys back into the game, see if he can get into the fray or not. GH kind of stuck in the trees here. Looks like he's going to go down as a Grimstroke ult comes out as well. And the fight continues as Razor getting applied all the pressure from Weehaw. He's just continued to own right now. A dual target.
Dueling Ursa is dangerous.
Is there? It is, but Weehaw's very low. Nobody's going to win the duel, and both heroes will die pretty much simultaneously. And now Miracle looks to be on the run as Singularity has the numbers.
Good.
Let's get the Ghost Walk off. Excalibur just needs another right click, but they're not going to get vision. So away he goes.
Is that dieback on Kuro?
Kuroki made it back to the battle. Absolutely.
I'm back, Miracle. Okay, buddy.
3 middle. There's the buyback on Disruptor. Static Storm not for another 30+ seconds. Weehaw still has the 8-second BKB right now. And Miracle, in case, again, just to remind you guys, still has Cataclysm available. We have Ice Wall coming in now. Weehaw jumps in, going for Zitrax, I should say. This would be an essential dieback, and it essentially is. 110 seconds on the deck. And the next looks to be Legion Commander as Team NIGMA look to be taking this series, although it's not quite over yet, I suppose.
2 TPs, so they can do that.
Make him use his glimpse. Oh, man. And that is another death here, this time for Grimstroke. Nice Static Storm onto 3 heroes, but not going to be a whole lot of follow-up. Duel is available to use. Weehaw stunning Excalibur and Decimate. It took like 5 right clicks to take him out. Good God, Weehaw. And still no Cataclysm in case finally he does it. I can't believe it. It's the GG maker for Miracle. A triple kill, an ultra kill now for Weehaw.
He knew it, Shannon. He knew I'm going to end the game with this. This will be the game-ending play.
Come on.